Hey, this is Mike Addis. Thanks for joining us. It's always our pleasure to bring you these videos. Today we're going to talk about, is it really luck or something else? Now, let's make this perfectly clear. A lot of guys out there are talking about, well, the reason why I'm so wealthy and the reason why I'm all this and that, and I've accomplished all these things is because luck. The luck is I was born in the United States. Warren Buffett has really pushed this narrative on luck. And he said, well, if I wasn't born in the United States and to the parents that I was born to, then I wouldn't be where I am today. Don't believe it. There are a lot of people that were born in the United States of America to very fortunate parents, a lot more fortunate than Warren Buffett, and they haven't done anything in their life. So how can that make sense? Okay, and I hate to be against Mr. Buffett on this one, but I think Warren Buffett says what he says because he wants to sound like a regular guy. Warren Buffett is not a regular guy. Warren Buffett is not like you and me. We may think that we're kind of a little bit like Warren Buffett. I think maybe about 1%, hopefully. But the reality is that we're not like Warren Buffett, not any way, shape, or form. The guy is an extremely intelligent guy and probably at a genius level. If he was, he wouldn't say so. So this is more of a humble buy. I'm a humble guy using humble pie and telling us the rah-rah about, well, the reason why he's so successful today is because he was born into a great parents and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. A lot of guys are pushing this narrative. There's one guy who I really like. He writes Financial Samurai. Really good writer. He's pushing the narrative too. You know, the reason why we're here today and the reason why we're so fortunate is because we were born in the United States and this is it. I've lived in third world countries. I've seen people in third world countries with absolutely nothing became multimillionaires in third world countries. The electricity doesn't even work. They did it by themselves. I know guys that had one push cart in East Africa. You know, 10 years later, they had grocery stores. How did they do that? Because they were lucky? Of course not. Don't believe the lucky narrative. Let me tell you something. The great golf legend Gary Player once said this, and I quote, well, the harder I practice, the luckier I get. And it's 100% true. The successes that we have in life are dependent upon our effort that we put forth. Some people come from outstanding backgrounds and achieve absolutely nothing. Some people come from outstanding bad backgrounds, really bad, poor backgrounds, and they achieve all kinds of wonderful things. So how does that happen? Is it luck that I was born in the United States? No, my grandfather came over here 100 years ago. Both grandfathers came over on the boat. Why did they come to the United States? Because they were starving to death in Italy. There was no food. So they threw the kids on the boat, said goodbye to their parents. Grandmothers took them over here. That wasn't luck. I'm here because of design, because of a lot of what other people did ahead of me to get me here. That's why I'm here today. But make no mistake about it, I came from relatively humble beginnings, but the successes that I have today are primarily dependent upon the fact that I came from parents that instilled education and hard work. That's the two basic fundamentals that I had. Do you call that luck? Absolutely not. It's not the luck of the draw. Even people that are gamblers, I lived in Las Vegas, don't even believe in luck. Remember the movie Rounders? When the guy's going, he's leaving the airport, he's going to go to Las Vegas. Matt Damon plays the role. Mike is his name in the movie The Rounders. Remember that movie? And the guy says, hey, good luck, man. He goes, yeah, it's luck. It's not luck. He never believed in luck at all. The whole movie, they always said the reason why he was it. You're a successful gambler because you know how to gamble. You become a professional gambler in Las Vegas because I used to live there and I knew several professional gamblers. It was all a risk-based situation. Let's take Steve Cohen, for example. He's one of the greatest traders of all time. 50% of the time he loses on his trades. 50% he wins. That's not luck. Luck means randomness. That means something just happened to happen by random. Most things don't happen randomly. Some people, I won't mention any names, have actually said the reason why we're successful is because, you know, the infrastructure that the government built. I don't mind saying it, but President Obama said that. That was a mistake. The government doesn't work. The government's an employee of mine and yours. If you're an American in the United States, the reason why we have this infrastructure is because of all the taxes we've been paying for hundreds of years. The reason why we have a great nation is because of all the money that's put into the infrastructure to make the nation great. I know people in government want to take credit for all this, but it's totally and completely false. It's not true. The government is built for and by the people. It's just employees. So all the people, including the President of the United States, currently we have Trump, and then we're going to have Biden, those guys are just employees. They work for us. That's all they are. So all the infrastructure, including the internet that was built by our military, was built on the United States taxpayers' backs. We built it. It's our internet. It belongs to the American people. Didn't belong to the government because the government is our employee. It's something that people just can't get in their heads. This is amazing to me. The reason why I am where I am today is because of hard work. Don't let anybody kid you. And using my brains and taking risks. If I didn't take the risks that I've taken over all these years, I wouldn't be where I am today. And guess what? I've been through many, many, many failures. I've had a lot of what you would consider bad luck. It's not bad luck. I just made mistakes. And I learned from my mistakes. But luck has nothing to do with it. Luck is a random thing. The places that I'm in today is because of my own experiences and my ability to come back from bad experiences and mistakes that I've made. The reason why people want to talk about luck is because they like people to be victims. I see victimization as the biggest hindrance to accomplishment. So therefore, I am lucky and you are not lucky because of your race, color, creed, origin, sex, or whatever. That's totally and completely false. There are people that are not of the same race, but have been extremely successful. Some of the greatest entertainers, players, authors, writers, poets, professors, investors, are all different races, colors, and creeds. That is a narrative that's been played to death. It has absolutely nothing to do with luck. In conclusion, I am successful today because I created it. It's all mine to continue or mine to lose. If I lose what I have today, it's not because of luck, it's because of bad decision making. Therefore, my future, those of my children and their children's children, are based on my perseverance and my efforts, and not to do silly things and to think that luck has anything to do with any of this. Mike Addis. Thanks for joining us on this video. It's always my pleasure. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I want to thank all the people that work with us, our SEO lady, Rupali, and the people that produce these videos, etc., etc., etc. I want to thank everybody for helping us on these videos. There's all kinds of great people, like Rohan, the guy that does the videos. He doesn't get enough credit. And Ferdas, who does our web pages, and all these great people that have helped us. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. This is a team effort. This is Mike Addis. See you on the next video.